Donna Heifel with Heifel Performance Group. Glad to have you driving along with us today. Today I want to talk about, from the perspective of change and changing people's minds, particularly from a sales perspective, about the power of validation. There's a critical human need everybody has to have their concerns validated by the person that they're talking to. It's really a point of being heard by somebody. And in sales, the reason I'm addressing this is because there is a real issue, and from leadership too, of people having objections or concerns and having people never address that concern in a way that validates it and says it's okay for you to feel that way. And I'll give you an example. You can start with things like couples therapy. If you're in couples therapy and somebody says, I feel like you don't listen to me, and the other person looks at them, the spouse says, well, that's ridiculous. I always listen to you. I can repeat everything you say. That fact is not going to be heard by the person who's saying that they don't feel listened to, because they didn't feel listened to then. They didn't feel at any point that person said, well, I can see why you might feel that way. There's something about validating the concern that's important. Recently, I bought a copier for the office, and there's an element where you can scan directly to an email. And my concern about it was the things that we scan are usually financial. It's usually invoices and things like that, and I don't know that I feel real good about the security of scanning directly to my email. And the response was, well, we've never had a client complain about that before. Wait, that didn't validate my concern. That basically said, out of all of my clients, you're the only one to have this concern. What would have worked for me, what would have been nice, is for that person to say, yeah, I can understand why that'd be a concern, but let me tell you why it's secure. Or, I have 100 clients who have this copier, and out of that 100, there's never been an issue where there's been any breach of security when they've scanned a document. Something that says, I hear you. I hear your concern. I know it's valid to you. So if it's valid to you, then it's valid to me. And I'm going to tell you that first, and then I'll give you some kind of answer. So as you are working with people, especially in sales situations, if they have concerns, remember the power of validation. Remember that the thing they need to hear first is that you believe that their concern is valid, no matter what that concern is, and that then you address the concern following it. So that's it. Glad to have you driving along with us today, and I will see you next time.